Hi again, it's Katie, and I'm back to do another vlog to continue my story. In the summer of 2011, I was lucky enough to go visit a friend in Sweden, and then she and I and her friends all took a plane to Paris and saw SM Town in Paris in summer of 2011. Um, and that was amazing. We saw 2 nights, 2 shows of it. The first night, I was as far away as you could possibly be. It was like at the top of an aisle, slightly to, like, the stage was slightly to the right, all the way, very last row. And it was so hot up there, and there were some other people sitting near me that had on the little pajamas like they had in Hello Baby, and so that was pretty cool. And everyone was really excited because it was the first show of that little series in Paris, and everyone was running around and talking to people, and they were dancing, doing, like, trying to do K-pop dances out on, like, the square, and it was pretty cool. And then the next night, we went back, and it was the seats that we had. I was sitting with, I guess they were Cassiopeias, so we were sitting in the TVXQ block of seats, even though I didn't get into TVXQ back when I was first getting into stuff. By the time I even heard any of them, they had already split. Like, the first stuff I really paid attention to was Asian Pop Addict Radio, talking about all the lawsuit stuff with the cosmetic company and all that, and the splitting of TVXQ. So that was my first experience with them to begin with. So the first album that I was paying attention to was after they'd become Homan and JYJ. So, but anyway, I was sitting in the Cassiopeia block, slightly to where the stage was slightly to the right of us, and it was really cool. We were in the last row of the section of the block, seats like this, and so there was an aisle right behind us, so it was really good for people watching. We could turn around and look at other sections of people and stuff like that. And at the part where they do Ayo, the Jinushan Ayo song, or it's not Jinushan, it's like YG Family, Minho walked, like, right behind us, and I, like, totally went psh, right down his arm. And even though he was like, yeah, it's Minho, but he didn't even look. He was just like, whatever, people touch me all the time. And so that was pretty cool. But it's one of those things where I was really there for SHINee, and I liked songs by a bunch of the other groups, but it's one of those things where if you see the stuff live, you get even more into it, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to go see Super Junior live and not, like, really like it. I mean, they're amazing live. They really are. They're really good. And they just do. There's so many of them, and they're all horsing around. And it was before he went into the army. God, he's already out again, so it's been that long. The FX album that had, like, Gangsta Boy, and that was brand new. And it was, I guess it was before SHINee started doing all their Japanese promotions. I'm not positive about that, but that was, yeah, I think so. And so it was Dongbang Shinki doing all their first album of stuff after they became the duo, and that was all kind of lame because they were hyping up that so much, and that was like a later act in the performances, and they didn't do that many songs, and it was like, you know, kind of, I don't know, I guess because they were probably the group that I liked the least out of the whole set. Because it was SHINee, it was FX, it was Girls' Generation, it was Super Junior, and TVXQ. I'm pretty sure that was everybody. So it was pretty cool. Trying to think of anything else exciting, really exciting happened. That whole trip was pretty amazing. At the time I was working on this cross stitch here, which is SHINee fan art. I hadn't finished it yet. I finished that like, I guess during the winter or maybe the spring once I got back. And I had done like a cross stitch that had like it had all the names of the members of SHINee and song lyrics, or the song titles and stuff, and my friend who was close to the stage, who I was staying with, she gave it to Onu, and I was just like so I guess after that might have been when SHINee started their Japanese promotions. I'd have to look that up. But when they were gone for so long from Korea and they were just doing all the Japanese stuff, which I wasn't interested in, it was really, I think that is probably why I'm not a huge SHINee fan anymore. And also when I listen to the stuff, you know, from before and the stuff that's more recent, although I haven't listened to it really strongly, but I don't like the newer stuff as much. I like it okay, but I don't know, something about it. I guess it's me. And then I think Molly just got a squirrel at the window. Molly, what happened? Anyway, so when I had kind of gone off of my whole SHINee extreme fandom, and I didn't get obsessively into any other groups until maybe, I think it was Black B was the next one. That's what oh, I'm reversed. This is a embroidery of Black B that I did one time. And my Black B poster up there. So I got super into Black B because I was watching them from before debut. Because my husband and I both liked Joe PD, because because he's old school and he was in like Pump It Up and stuff like that, and so we were both kind of into Joe PD, and when I heard he was producing a group, and I was like, oh well, I'll see what's up with that. And first I was showing it to Sean, and then as time went on and I was checking everything out about it, I was the one who ended up getting super into it. And how can you not? Like, they're just amazing. And I was getting into them already when I went on my trip to go see SM Town, because I was fangirling with one of my friends from Twitter that was friends with the person I was staying with. So that was pretty cool. And then the whole Black B thing with them, with the lawsuits and splitting up with the brand new Stardom. What are they called? Stardom now? I don't know. But that was kind of depressing. Like, because I've seen so many bands come and go at this point. You know, like, you get into a band debut, like Led Apple, right? So I was totally into Led Apple, and the person I like ends up leaving the group like immediately after debut. I mean, he was sick, so what can you say? But then they pick up other people, and I pick another person I like, and he leaves the group. And so it's like this group of people that they have in Led Apple right now. As soon as I decided I had another bias, I was like, I'm really sorry, everybody, because he's probably going to leave the group. It's this. I mean, he hasn't, but so you just watch, and there's so many rookie groups that come out now, and as soon as you start to like one, they either don't get popular and they disappear, or people leave, or I don't know. Because there's some groups that's like, I really got into Hit, and they became IMU, and who knows what happened now. And I was into, like BB Boys, which thankfully they added more members and became another group, another Empire, who I really like. But it's kind of hard. It's like if they don't take off immediately, if they don't have enough funding in the very beginning as a rookie, a lot of groups don't survive, or I don't know what. So it's kind of hard to watch that much happen, I guess. I don't know.